Hi, I hope you can see me. Good evening. My name is Helena, and I'm here because I want us to start again afresh. I know that I've been away for a long while. I know that it have not been easy for me to make videos. Uh, it's long since January. It's like I've I've been away, but it's a business of here and there. As I said in the latest video, that I am I am a saint, and sometimes I have to go away. I have to concentrate on things of the Lord. So um, that's why I've been away. But I want us to continue because life have to have a balance. If you have to enjoy, some people, they tend to do one thing at a very they concentrate on one thing, and then they reach a point, they get tired and they leave everything. With me today, without wasting time, I have a bunch of sweet potatoes. I've been in places anyway. I have been somewhere in Africa, and I managed to buy some sweet potatoes. So, and these sweet potatoes, I want to show you something here, because this is something I learned. I told you that we are going to be learning things, so that in my vernacular it said, like, there is a saying that we do say, uh, if you don't go to other places, you think it's only your mom who can make good food. So and in short, that saying is trying to tell us that when you visit other places, you realize that there are other things and there are other ways of doing things that you already know. Yes, you know them and you do them right, but there are other ways that you don't know. So you need to interact and to interact with people so that you can know different ways and different means of doing things. And the reason for me taking these potatoes is because once in my lifetime, I did not know that somebody can make chips with potatoes. And when I visited an American fast food hotel, I was surprised. I did not like. I did not know. I did not want. I didn't. I wanted not to eat chips which are made of potatoes. In their menu, I saw that. In their menu, I saw that they had some sweet potatoes chips, and I tasted, and they were good. And I've been even making them with other Asians sweet potatoes. In fact, it is my first time I am going to make chips, or if you want, they are called French fries, because most of the nation, when you talk about chips, they're the ones that you bought in the shop, at the normal shop, where they are packed. But when we talk about French fries, we know it is that chips. It depends on the kind of English you talk. And that's why I want to test which is the best, African or Asian sweet potatoes when it's come to making. I may hope that it is not dark for you when it's come to making French fries. And today, the first video we are going to make is I'm going to remove I'm going to peel my sweet potatoes, then I'm going to slice them into a normal size. We are not eating them today. We're gonna have a day when we will make another, I'll have another video, you and me completing the whole process of making French fries using sweet potatoes. Today, we're gonna just eat them, and I realized that the French fries, they are very good when you don't cook. In fact, when you're making French fries and you want to use the fresh potatoes or sweet potatoes, I don't know whether you can make French fries with cassava. I've never tasted, but I don't think cassava here has another constant. I know it makes chips, but I've never thought of making French fries. Another way I realized of making French fries that, like the way we used to see women making French fries direct. They peel potatoes and then they make French fries direct. That is not the correct way. If you go to West nations, you will realize that most of the French fries are made of products that are frozen. They prepare them and then they keep them. Like when it's come to potatoes, they have a lot of starch. If you have problem with weight, make sure that when you're making your French fries, you have a bowl of water, and even you can have like these bowls, the 3 of them. You soak those potatoes about 20 minutes in the first bowl, then you pour that water. You have helped yourself to remove starch. Then you soak them 10 minutes in the second bowl, and then you soak them 5 minutes in the third bowl. Then, before you cook them, you either put them in the freeze. You use a clean. Mine is not clean because I've wiped my hand. Or you use a clean towel, or what do you call a kitchen towel? A kitchen towel like this. You dry up. In fact, I would recommend the kitchen towel to dry water completely. Then, when you are cooking French fries, we normally cook French fries, just we fry them one times. But if you want your French fries to be crispy and good, try this method. You fry your French fries several times. You tell me the difference. And that one we are going to do together, and we will see how the result will be. For today, we are just peeling the sweet potatoes and cutting them and freezing them. This is a modern knife. Here in Scandinavian, we don't use. I know how to peel things with the normal knife. I had done it before, but I prefer to use this knife. And when you are cutting the size of the French fries, you do not normally cut them like the way you cut the potatoes. You cut them a little bit thicker. So I bought some. I have roasted here, and the reason why I have roasted it is because I cannot eat. There are many people who buy these roots veg. Are they called roots vegetable, or they are called, yeah, I think they are called roots vegetable. The light of sweet potatoes, the light of arrowroot, the light of yams. The best way, if like I know people from West nations, because we don't have access to these things. So when you get when you go somewhere, even in a country like Thailand, they have stuff. Most of the stuffs, even the green bananas they have. When you buy them, peel them, cream them, then defrost them. you'll be removing them from the freeze. This time around, I had so many things that I could not manage to carry arrowroot. So I did not buy arrowroot. I did not buy green bananas. But I know somewhere around here, I do buy West Africans arrowroot. In fact, they are the best because nowadays, African arrowroots, they tend to be watery. So I don't prefer to eat. I eat now. Nowadays, I tend to eat West Africans arrowroot and yams. They have very good yams. And in big cities, most of the big cities in Scandinavian nation, you can even Arabs, they tend to eat. They eat almost the same thing that we eat. The Asians too. Here it's evening, so I am doing this as I'm cooking. I want to cook some pastas too for my family. So we are doing many things at a time. And if you love eating these pastas, choose the one that are, what do you call them? Whole grain. Yeah, I think they are called whole grain. They are more nutritious than the white ones. Although I am size 1, I'm very cautious about what I eat. Not that I fear to be big, no, but I know even, unfortunately, most people who are very careful with their health, they eat healthier food. Sometimes they intend to be, life intend to be unfair, that they are the ones that they get these heart diseases, diabetes, and you wonder, but you know, some of these diseases, they are inherited. So, and we have not been having a system which can tell us what our great grandfathers and great grandmothers, they died of. So some things we cannot escape, but it's good to be cautioned because we have a generation that is coming after us. Sometimes I intend to mix languages, so just bear with me. I can mix languages. That is it's just a paper disposal. Here in Scandinavia, we are so cautioned, or most of the West nations. Oh, you normally get a paper like this one where we dispose the house leftovers. So we don't throw them anyhow. We dispose them somewhere. So that is the paper disposal. I'll just put it there, and then then I have feed all my potatoes here, as you can see them. And I want to, before I clean them, I think it's better I cut them, then I soak them a little bit to remove some starch. As I told you, it is always good. So it is good to cut. As I told you, it's good to have them thicker. As thick, because there was a time I made my own French fries at home using the Asian potatoes, sweet potatoes, and I did not found them. They did not come out well when I had made them. The potatoes very, very thin. So I'll go with that size. So I'll go with this size. Then I put them in that bowl. I had 6 of them. And I love cooking. One thing I wanted to buy but I did not manage to buy, it's soya flour. I wanted very much to go. Sometimes I miss to. Yeah, I'm not a lover of starch. And nowadays you can make like kind of, I don't know how we call them in English, but here we call them beef. It look like, you know, that bag of bread. You make them with the root fruit or broccoli, or what do you call the other one, which is white? I don't use it too much because it's like I'm the only one who eat it. There is broccoli. What do you call the other one? The white one. But I know you know what I mean. There is a broccoli which is a green one. There is another one which is white. It's always good to invest on a good knife. Good knife is very important. You see how easy I'm making them. Very, very faster. If you like cooking, you have to have a good knife. I think I'm going to add a little water to my. I always love to have water in a thermos for tea, or just to add to something else when I'm cooking. That is why it's good to have water boiling can. I hope that it's not making a lot of noise. I hope that you can hear and you can see what I'm doing, because I know there are so many things that are taking place around this place that I am. It is the 4th one. And I have one more left. And I'm telling you, because like, you know, to buy these French fries, they're always expensive, like 400 grams. I buy almost one. How much is dollar compared to crowns. But one, like 400 grams, it cost me like, I think now even it is 40 crowns. It might be three or $4. So you can imagine. And that one, we are four in the family, so we cannot take, those are not enough French fries. So imagine 2 of them. Because one thing I realized is that if you want to invest in this world, you have to learn other ways of survival. Even there are some people here in West Nation, they can live a single room. For 10 years, they save money to buy a house. You think that they don't have money, that's why they are living in that kind of tiny house. Then you see, after a while, you see them moving in that tiny house, and they have their own mansions. That is the secret. So sometimes there are different ways. We have to learn different ways on how to save money, because most of the people, we want to have things, but we spend much. We don't know how to different ways. And the many times that I've been in my country, I'm a Kenyan, I've seen that life here is almost now similar to life back at home. People are busy. There was a time we used to cook food daily, but I realized that if you are working class, depends on what you work, and it's like, nannies have become another thing. And or your children are big, you don't have to employ nannies. You just need to get a mama to clean your house and to wash clothes for you. They have to join us and start. That is why we have these dishes where you can cook food and pack them, freeze them. I saw that in Kenya, I don't know whether other nations you have, they have this fridge box. That's how we survive, my dear friend. From the beginning, this freeze box, they are used to freeze berries. Then they went, or they were bought by people who are hunters. They are most, and they are still used for that purpose anyway here, because we have big fridge here. Our fridge are mega, and I think American, they have the worst, the biggest. So you can see six pieces sweet potatoes, African sweet potatoes. I'll feed a bowl of, how many? I think 500 grams, or it is written here, 2,000 milliliters. It is full, 2,000 milliliters. This one, like when you buy in the shop, I'm telling you, they are between $8 to $10. Then, as I said, that I'm going to soak this one in water for some few minutes, 10 minutes. Then I'm going to dry them with a kitchen towel. Then I'm going to pack them in these fridge papers. Then I'm going to put them in the fridge. Then we'll make another video where we'll be frying these sweet potatoes French fries. So there are many ways of killing a rat. And that's what I wanted us to learn for today. If you really love to see me and to see me making many videos, just do me a favor that you share, you subscribe, and you make sure that you follow me all the time. So it is good to do to, and by that doing, you are supporting me and you are supporting my ministry, because I love cooking, and God will bless you in abundance. For today, that is all for today. Bye bye. See you next time. Thank you for being here, for watching, for supporting me. God bless you.